Before we begin, let's introduce Amhti, Ask Me How to Invest, Inc. The principals of Amhti have tremendous experience in the mortgage and finance industry, with over 100 million transactions under their belt. Because of their experience, they wanted to create something safer than the stock market, better returns than the bank, and still have all the control and freedom to have a life. Most people start worrying about their retirement and having more of a nest egg when it's too late. People think that buying real estate is as easy as it is portrayed on television. However, after they got into it, they shortly realized that it's not as easy or as glamorous as they thought. This is the same for the stock market. Even though the stock market has done well lately, the fundamentals driving it remain suspect, and the dramatic volatility can keep you awake at night. Let me take a quick moment to talk about your retirement and meeting your own financial goals in today's economy. Let's face it, wandering down to your local bank and opening up a savings or money market account is just not going to pay off big. Traditional thinking is to sock away your hard-earned money into a regular retirement account and hope your nest egg is big enough by the time you retire. The fact of the matter is that most people are going to come up way short when they punch their final time card. A recent survey revealed the average baby boomer is $500,000 short, with 74% saying they will rely heavily on Social Security. The result? More people are working over the age of 65 today than ever before. We at AHMTI Inc. have developed a process with buying mortgage notes where you can reduce most of the risk, create safer opportunities, accumulate cash, and most importantly, make it a passive investment. Now let's have a quick lesson on Mortgages 101. Think of a mortgage note as a piece of paper that gives you the right to collect monthly mortgage payments from an individual occupying a piece of real estate. When you hold a mortgage note, you are operating as the bank. What do I mean by this? Traditionally, when a potential home buyer goes to purchase a home, they go to large banks to obtain a loan. What if home buyers took their loan out from you? You would then be operating as your own private bank. Here's an example of how note investing works. Somewhere in America, someone is paying their mortgage on the house that they live in. This mortgage or note is owned by a bank in most cases. Every month, the homeowner pays their mortgage in the hopes that they will someday own their home free and clear, because that's the American dream. But let me ask you this. Instead of the bank receiving the monthly payments, why can't you be the bank? As a mortgage or note investor, you can buy this note, receive monthly income, and essentially be the bank. You can receive what we call mailbox money or passive income. For example, we provided one of our investors one of the following mortgage note for them to invest with their retirement fund. This is an example of a typical investment that we provide for our investors. This is a mortgage note where the original terms are $45,500, 8% interest rate, 240-month term, and a monthly payment of $380.58. Here's a visual of how all this works. The property is worth $65,000. So the homeowner has equity that they don't want to lose. From the date that our investor purchased this note, the homeowner made 42 payments. As you can see, this increases the homeowner's equity in the property. This note was purchased by our investor for $41,770, with 198 payments remaining. This is a first lien position secured by the property. To make this even better, our investor bought this with their retirement account, making this a tax-free investment. Here's how it looks every month. Basically, the homeowner is making a $380 payment every month. The mortgage note owner, or you as the investor, is receiving $380 every month for 198 months in their mailbox passively. At the end of 198, the note owner will receive a total of $75,335. That's a consistent 8% return every year and steady cash flow every month. Imagine if you had a few more of these loans in your portfolio. Do you think you could essentially live off this income? What would you do with your free time as a result? As a homeowner, you might not realize or even think about how much money the bank is making off you each time you make your monthly mortgage payment. Banks make their business more complicated than it needs to be. But as you can see here, it's really easy and straightforward. That's why there's not that many people in this line of investment, because they think the mechanics are too complicated. Traditional investing will probably leave you short. You have specific goals for your retirement, and chances are you want the ability to do the things you want without worrying how to pay for it. Today's savvy investors know they need solid returns backed by secure assets they control. This is one of the big attractions to note buying. When you own a note, you are acting like the bank. You are the one receiving the payments. The great part of being the bank is that you have no liability and all of the control. Why is the mortgage note industry the best business to be in today? For starters, we are purchasing owner-occupied mortgages notes from homeowners who are looking for the American dream of owning a home. Every mortgage that we purchase has built-in equity in the property, and it's within the homeowner's best interest not to default. However, if a homeowner defaults, you as the lender can take the property back and take advantage of the home's built-in equity. I'm sure you own a home. When was the last time you skipped payments on your mortgage? To elaborate further on the safety of this industry, the national default rate in 2015 was 5.8%. In the 2008 meltdown, the height was 12.6%. So the worst-case scenario was less than a 13% default rate. There is no other investment vehicles that we know of where you have the safety and high returns as you do in the mortgage note business. We at Amhti Inc. have relationships with over 24 major hedge funds, note wholesaling companies, and community banks to help provide you with assets that will generate monthly passive cash flow from day one you decide to do business with us. We limit our opportunities to a small pool of only 100 investors, so we have the flexibility and time to cater to your needs. Whether you want to start generating passive mailbox income today, or just want to know more, please contact us now.